Hello and welcome. My name is Alexander, and I'm here to present you with a new series called Don't Even Bootleg It. I'm going to watch horrible movies so you all don't have to, and I will let you know that you shouldn't even waste your time bootlegging this piece of shit. Today's episode we're going to talk about The Men Who Stare at Goats. We have a pretty damn good cast here. We have George Clooney, Jeff Bridges, Ewan McGregor, Kevin Spacey, and goats. I mean, what's not to like about that? I'm here to tell you there's a lot to not like about that. George Clooney's performance was less than stellar. I may have missed the entire point of the movie, but I feel I wasted my money going to the theater to see this piece of crap. The entire movie was really just a large hippie joke. It was terrible. I mean, they talked a lot about the little militia, the special unit in the military that they were making that Jeff Bridges created and Kevin Spacey and George Clooney were a part of. It was interesting at first. I gave it a little bit of time to get up to the mark, and that's one thing that this movie did not do. It came up close to the mark, it smelled the mark, it touched and kissed the mark, but then it fell back and didn't get to the mark. I have no idea what movie to compare this to because I have not seen a more horrible movie. It had the potential of being great, and as soon as it ended, I felt like my wallet had been raped by whoever directed and wrote this movie. You have Ewan McGregor, who plays a reporter trying to get a new story, and he wants to investigate the men who stare at goats, people who can stare at goats and mentally cause them to pass out and, I guess, die. Yeah. It's hard to find things to really talk about this movie because it really didn't do a lot. There were moments where they were out in the desert, wandering around, and George Clooney believes he was supposed to find Jeff Bridges and save him, and like I said, it ends up being just a giant hippie joke, where you're left wondering throughout the entire movie, did they really have these powers? Are they just fucking with you? Are they bullshitting each other? And it really does turn out to be a giant hippie joke. They start getting hopped up on, I think it was acid, and dancing to music and singing to music, and there were parts where you thought somebody was going to die, and then they just giggled and, wrote it off to the drugs. It was a giant hippie joke, and how many times they referred to these guys as Jedi, and the first time I heard Ewan McGregor say, "What's a Jedi?" I was like, "Oh man, that's a good joke," because he was in the first three Star Wars movies, the new trilogy, the shitty trilogy. I was like, "Yeah, it's a great joke," and then they did it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. It's again. It was just no. You don't overplay a joke like that. It was the only joke that they had in the entire movie. It could have been great, but it was terrible. And I am here to tell you that you should not even bootleg this movie. It is not worth the time. It is not worth the effort. It is not even worth the money. It isn't even worth $1 if you would pay for it from some person who's trying to get rid of it. Run away. Scream at them in the face. Call them a communist bastard. I don't care. Just don't watch this movie. There's nothing more to say. It's bad. Out of 5, I would give this movie a negative score if I could. The popcorn wasn't even worth it at the theater. It's bad. Don't see it. Leave it alone. Cross it off your list. If you saw the trailer and thought it would be good, don't believe it. Don't even watch it. Don't even bootleg it. This has been Alexander, The Men Who Stare at Goats. Goodbye.